Radio Tunis International, 38 minutes after 2 on our radio station. And we have the pleasure to have with us here a group of students, kids actually, I can say. They have come with their coaches to talk to us today about a World Robotics Championship that they have participated in. Well, sometimes, as we say in sports, the most important thing is to participate, not necessarily to win or to take a trophy or whatever, but the most important thing is really to have this spirit of participating, of engaging in one sport that you enjoy doing. So I have the pleasure to have with me here Hatem Slimane, Meriem Bziouech, who are both IT coaches, and I also have two pupils, Yusuf Ben Slama and Skandaratia. They have come to tell us about their participation. So welcome to all of you. Let me start with the coaches first to set the event in its general background. So Hatem, first of all, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Thank you so much for this kind of invitation. It's very important for us to be here. Like, it's such honor. I was always following RTC since a long time, since I was student in IT field. Actually, my name, as you said, Hatem Slimane. I'm a STEM expert and the national president of the Tunisian Association for the Future of Science and Technology. And I started robotics and STEM since a long time, so I was just trying and then making like expertise in that field. And now we are leading more than 4,000 students in Tunisia.
Wonderful. Meriem, tell us about yourself first.
First of all, I'm Meriem Bziouech. I'm basically an electromechanical engineer and a robotic coach in the Tunisian Association for the Future of Science and Technology since 4 years.
All right.
I'm enjoying the experience at us.
Wonderful.
Our home.
Wonderful. And you have participated in training the kids for this championship?
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
great.
participating.
Great. Okay, so tell us about the concept, Hatem. This concept of robotics championship. How did you get involved in it? First of all,
this is a very good question, because everybody was asking how to do robotics, but the main question and the right question, why to do robotics. So for me, I started since 2006 almost, so like almost 20 years, and I had this experience. So after participating in the World Championship, so since a long time, and we didn't get the opportunity to learn about a lot of things because we didn't have much more background why we have to do robotics. And then we start saying like robotics is not an objective on itself. It is a way to learn. So, and then I started making some courses, online courses, and then joining some professional courses in STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and maths. Everywhere around the world, they are doing this. These fields all mixed together, because this J generation is that you cannot teach them with the same way that we did before. So they are like connected generation. So we started making like trainings, then participating, and then learn through robotics. And no, the competition is not our main objective. So preparing students to be like autonomous, to be like making research to do robots, not copy just the code. This is the main important for us. So having the next future generation building our new and future Tunisia, this was what I have in my vision as the founder of the ATST. And now we organize almost all official competitions, qualifying teams from Tunisia, nationals to go on international level.
How often do you organize these competitions?
So once a year since 16 years ago.
Okay.
So, but different competition. We select
teams at national level.
Actually, we do not select, but they compete to be selected. Because when we say we select, it's like we have the choice to do. But they have to win the national round in order to be qualified on international level. But before this, we prepare them through a solid training, solid training in soft skills, which is very important.
Sure.
How to prepare your presentation, how to do your robot, and you have to get inspiration, you know, because robotic, as I said, need to figure in our daily life. If not, if it is just a robot and we put it somewhere waiting for the next competition, it's not. This is our aim in ATST, which is really very, very different.
What about the age groups that you train? I mean, how early can kids learn about robotics?
Yeah, I like this question because I'm really enjoying starting from teaching and train. I don't like the word teaching. So train students since their early age, 6 years old.
6 years
We
old.
tried to do in 4th year, but it was really very specific. So we decide to start at 6 years, and they start making things and then asking questions.
Okay.
So, and it's not dependent on their age. Actually, it depends on their
readiness.
Yeah, exactly.
Readiness
So
to understand this world.
exactly. Some of them start doing advanced courses at 9. Some of them at 12. Some of them they are following the steps one by one. So, but the most important is that everyone has his own objective to learn in different way, and being really aware of a clear curriculum. You have to do this, then this, then this, then this. So it's not like this. So the most important thing that they learn something new and they enjoy their
Especially if they enjoy what they are doing. Meriem, what about the gender issue? How many boys and how many girls engaged in robotics? Is it a thing that is only for boys, or do you have girls as well?
No, it's mixed.
It's mixed.
It's not especially
what
for
about
boys.
the ratio? Is it equal? There is the equity notion there?
Actually, sometimes our boys more boys than
but the last statistics tell that girls have much more medals than boys in that field, because maybe she are perfectionists, so they don't enter the competition only if they are 100% sure they are win something. But it's not only for boys.
Okay, let's come to this competition which took place recently in the United States, which is the VEX World Robotics Championship for 2025. So tell us about it and the process, I mean, of this championship.
Yeah, exactly. So for this championship, it is like the biggest competition according to the Guinness Book. So it invites like 30,000 participants coming from 100 countries and regions. So I don't know, so like 2,000 teams. And maybe more.
Tunisian teams were there.
And Tunisian teams was there. It's a challenge on itself, that being there, because
how many teams from Tunisia?
We qualified 3, but we got only 1 on the finals because there is really too many obstacles, mainly the timing. Because it was like in exams week or something like that. So we got like the middle school categories, and they were really very, very, very competitive, and the robots was really very, very interesting. So too many people say, why you didn't got the first place? So being on the stage as first or second or third, it's important. I don't say not, but it's still a lot of things to prepare to be on the stage of first or second or third. But in that context, that they go through, they went through a national round. So we got more than 46 teams, which is one of the biggest in Africa. And then they get qualified to be on the finals. And then there were like online like interview, and I did really very well, and then they went to the final round, which is very, very important.
Well, that's really interesting. I mean, the most important thing, as you said, when you go on the podium, is to celebrate the accomplishment, not necessarily to be in first place in general. Okay, so let me turn to the kids here. I say kids, I'm sorry. But you are not kids. You are young men, you are grown-ups, and you are great for having, participated in this world gathering. So, Youssef and Skander, introduce yourself first.
I'm Skander. I'm 12 years old. I love robotic. It's my passion. I go every Saturday to robotic.
And you are in which school, Skander?
SUS International School.
Okay, all right. Okay, Youssef?
My name is Youssef bin Slema. I'm 12 years old. I'm 7th grade. I go to the International School of Elite. I was into robotics ever since I was a child, so it's like my greatest passion, and I've been doing it for like 3 years.
Right. Okay. What inspired you in first place to go into robotics?
I have my uncle. He's very good at robotics, so ever since I was a child, I just looked up to him, and he was the reason I got into robotics in the first place.
Mm-hmm. So, what about you, Skander?
I'm loving making things, creating new things, and having being a good robotic kid.
Okay, so this is what inspired you to be to specialize, right, in robotics. How many robots have you made up to now?
In this competition, I think we made 3 or 4. But in my life, I've made many robots, just tests, like playing around with motors and stuff.
Okay.
So I don't know the exact number, but it was a lot.
Okay. So what type of robotics are you interested in? I mean, the ones that do domestic work, the ones that do, other type of work. What exactly is the category you are interested in?
I like all of them.
All of them.
But
which is your favorite?
Mostly coding and building the robots. So
in any field.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what I do, it's just building the robot itself. It's a very good experience. So you just get into the fact that you're making something that works. And coding, it's like you have to learn it slowly.
Sure.
It's longer a process than just building the robot.
Mm-hmm. And you said it took you 3 years to
4 years of training.
Learn coding and training. And everything?
Coding, I'm still not completely good at it, but building a robot isn't as hard as coding, because you have to learn it's like learning a new language.
Right.
So
it is a language.
Yes, it's a language, but you have to know, like English, for example, you have to learn it very fluently in order to learn how to code. And you have to learn math to do calculations, but building a robot, you have to. It's still a long process, but it's easier. Like you have to learn how to put the parts together and build a robot that actually works.
Mm-hmm. And how often do you do that? I mean, training, like you do that like once a week on a daily basis. How often do you do that?
The training is once a week, but like the not so serious training, like I just play around, like. Maybe every day I do it. Mm-hmm. Like on a daily basis, I just open the computer, play around, do some stuff, and then once a week I go to train with the coaches.
Right. Okay, now I want you to tell us about this experience with the World Robotics Championship. How was it, and what have you learned from it?
I learned a lot of things. I loved it's my best experience. I wish I go to the next robotic competition in 2026. It was great.
Okay, it was great. Youssef?
Well, it was a huge place. I mean, the stadium was very large, and it was a great experience. Like, you get used to the feeling that you have an audience watching you. Like, for example, like it's maybe it's robotics, but like it can get you ready for everything, anything that has an audience in it. Like if you're gonna be playing sports, you have a big audience, and this is like a huge audience, bigger than any football thing. You have like 8,000 people just watching you play. and it's streamed live on every platform. So there's more than the people over there watching you.
That's right.
And just the feeling,
the eyes of the world are on you.
Oh, the world, and the whole world is watching you, and just that feeling, just it just makes you feel good.
It doesn't make you feel stressed, no?
A little bit, but you get used to it. Yeah, you get used to it when you play. So it's when you play, you just focus on what you're doing. Most of the time, just
forget about the rest.
just forget about them, because the people who are you can actually see that are watching you. It's like maybe 10, 20 people watching you.
Right.
It's
actually, you still have to manage a lot of things when you are playing, so you don't have any time to think about anything else.
You need to coordinate yourself with what you're doing in the first place. I mean, it's kind of hard to control the robot and think about what you're gonna do.
Have you made friends?
Yes, many friends. They're like
from other countries, sharing the same fun of playing with robotics.
Yeah, there are many countries in this competition. There are like 86 countries, I think.
Much
100.
more.
Yeah,
Much more. And how many from Tunisia?
So as I told you, so the national competition is the official competition. So it's not open for everyone who wanna join the competition. So we have one team for students. They represent officially the Tunisian team.
Okay.
So we had like that's one team. Same
The
as
number, the overall number is
12.
12 kids.
Yeah, 12, but we participate only with 4 students and one coach, and I feel really proud that the second generation of ATST, which is Meriem, so she lead this team. I didn't participate, actually. I didn't went there before, and I was there in the previous edition, but I feel like proud that our students, they are leading the new generation of students, and this is the main mission of ATST. So
the previous editions, I guess that you managed to be in first place?
We got 3 awards.
Awards.
The Judge Award, the Inspire Award, and the Judge Award again. Which is different this year, maybe much more teams joining, and the judges still hearing things. So actually we were very, very proud that everyone go through the lines. They stop in Tunisian booth, they took picture, and they ask about why are you dressed like this, because we dress like Tunisian,
of course.
And it's not the official only this one, but
right.
like the
Tunisian flag
and the Carthage costume, we got this, and they bring with them a lot of stuff from Tunisia, and everybody knows it's an opportunity to share our country and how our country is really very beautiful. And this kids, they are not kids in my opinion, they showed really how this country is great, and how their mind is really big mind, and everybody want to communicate with them and to share with them. This is most important thing.
My last question for you, Hatem, what kind of support is needed to improve the performance of robotics and robotic players, I should say?
This is the point. The first one, having robots as serious theme. So it's not just a play, it's not just a joke. So it's
not an activity that is done within
it's an extra activity, but it should have time in curriculum, not after school program. So this is what I'm looking for in our centers, attached centers. It's an NGO, but we are trying to promote. No, we are more than 4,000 students joining, and we still have a lot, big community, but we still have to promote more and more. So we really want having some specific times in labs in schools, not only private schools, but also all schools in Tunisia to give this opportunity. And that's it.
Meriem, you want to add on that?
I want to share some about the competition.
Yes.
It was really very big competition, and it's huge, and it's an occasion for the kids, especially it's his first time in this competition, and they learned a lot about exchanging memories, as said Mr. Hatem, and they learn how to manage time between practice and matches and
right, soft
take
skills,
care about their
Soft skills,
food and
yeah.
promote
Right.
their country, and a lot of question is been about our country and
Sure.
our participation.
It's an opportunity to share
Yeah.
not only, you know, what you have about robotics, but to share your culture.
Mainly,
Yeah, that's
mainly
right.
you have
To
to
make
share
A lot
other
of
it.
people
Yeah.
didn't
No.
know Tunisia and
That's
didn't know
right.
how.
This
What is
tiny
it?
spot on the world map.
Yeah, yeah, this.
Yeah, we did this. So we took with us
flag?
the not only the flag, the
map.
map, and saying here we are and where we are coming from,
Right.
and everybody saying, "Whoa, we saw this in our curriculum in U.S. historical curriculum," but they said, "Whoa, this is the first time that I
Right.
saw people coming from that."
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. Okay, one last question for Yusuf and Skander. How do you plan to make more progress with robotics? What are your plans?
You have to train more, obviously, but when
Is it
you're
something that
competing,
you would like to specialize in future? You know, as a career, maybe a future career?
engineering or coding.
Coding.
So anything that has to do with robots, coding, or engineering or math.
Right.
Math, I love
Excellent.
math.
Wonderful.
So in order to get ready, you obviously have to train for a while, and you get to know the field that you're doing.
right.
And when you get to know what you're doing, you actually have the experience to do many other things. Like, it's not just robotics. Like, when you know how to do robotics, you can just do math and think out of the box.
Right.
You just think of stuff that other people don't.
Okay. One last word, Skander?
Yeah. Like you know, robotic is science, math. When you learn robotic, you learn for everything,
All right.
a lot of subject.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. It was
Last
a pleasure
call?
having you.
Is it possible?
Unfortunately, it's time flies by. It's time for the news and for the Italian language program after that. I thank you for having made the trip to come to the studio and wish you all the best. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.